Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now March 3rd of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans have either been very upset with this movie or were very satisfied with the film and how the Skywalker saga ultimately became an end by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, when we look at this movie, obviously it does have a lot of flaws, it has a lot of problems in and on itself, and I've gone over this before in my initial spoilers review a couple of months ago, as well as my reaction after going ahead and seeing the movie, and a lot of fans had problems with the first and third acts of the movie, mostly for pretty much, the most part. If you look at the film, the second act had powerful moments in there, but when you look at the third act, that's where things got a little choppy here and there. That's just my take on things. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard, I'm sure a majority of you have, but the Disney CEO, Bob Iger, stepped down not too long ago, and Bob Chapek, his transition to becoming the new CEO of Disney, is taking place as we speak. A lot of changes are in fact being made over at Disney and Lucasfilm in order to change aspects of Star Wars lore, and especially the sequel trilogy era, by implementing many new retcons into the mix in order to give fans a different experience for these movies. So, like I've said before in the past, Bob Chapek, he seems like he's going to be quite promising, more so than Bob Iger, because he is not only taking a lot of the ideas from Bob Iger that Bob wanted to do to leave behind a better legacy of Star Wars, but he's also applying some ideas of his own. Now, what's really intriguing is that now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are primarily focused on developing their brand new Star Wars universe of films that will be a combination of movies, TV shows, and more to come in the near future. Ever since Bob Iger stepped down as CEO, the transition of Bob Chapek taking over Disney is currently taking place, and many strategies are being developed in the meantime for the future. It's noted that Bob Chapek has a plan in order to develop in the meantime to respect aspects of The Rise of Skywalker and to restart elements of that in The Rise of Skywalker in the new Star Wars universe, and that this was carried over by one of Bob Iger's ideas. However, Bob Chapek's plan to restart or reset The Rise of Skywalker will be done in the new canon material that will be launched this year in 2020. However, the major plan is to eventually include deleted scenes into the actual film. Different scenes for core characters such as Palpatine, Kylo Ren, Rey, and even Luke Skywalker sometime in 2021 that would consider to be their version of an attempt of developing a different cut of the movie for the fans. Now, it's noted that this plan by Bob Chapek is to satisfy those who were upset with The Rise of Skywalker as a film and the very end of the sequel trilogy movies. Bob Chapek is also said to be developing the future of Star Wars, such as the new trilogy of films and upcoming projects as well for the fans for next year and especially 2022. Now, it's noted that this plan to restart aspects of The Rise of Skywalker will be a major attempt by Disney in order to drive up sales for the movie in the form of media sometime next year. Now, though Disney won't be releasing any major scenes on the Blu-ray edition, they have this plan to include them next year for Disney Plus for fans. So, the thing about this, I'm not so crazy about the idea of making the deleted scenes exclusively for Disney Plus. Obviously, they're not going to reveal the partially filmed scenes, like the ones that involved Anakin, Kenobi, Yoda, you name it, and the juicy stuff that a lot of fans actually really want to see. But the fact that they have a plan in place to restart the actual movie in a sense by giving us a different cut of the movie, basically throwing in some of the deleted scenes into the mix, giving us a different take on Episode 9, giving us new scenes of Palpatine, new scenes of Kylo, Rey, and Luke, etc., that's going to be thrown into the actual film, pretty much boosting up the running time of the movie, probably closer to 3 hours long in length. Now, when you look at J.J. Abrams, obviously he had a big plan to really respect the character of Palpatine, and a lot of that was pretty much put to the wayside because of Kathleen Kennedy, the head of Disney, or should I say the head of Lucasfilm, who has worked very closely with Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, and now that she's no longer able to pretty much interrupt with creative decisions, this really does spell, a great future for Star Wars, in my opinion at least. The fact that they are trying to focus on respecting the fans more so, and like I say, this could be a very big desperate attempt, or it could be an act of generosity by Disney. Who knows, right? But one thing is for certain is that, nonetheless, this is going to change Star Wars as we know it by Disney and how Disney treats the Star Wars franchise. And I think that they really needed to respect it even more so for a very long time after the release of The Last Jedi by Rian Johnson. So that's my take on things. I really do believe that these scenes, however, should be included on the Blu-ray. It's only fair. I don't feel like it's really, fair to have, it only on Disney Plus in order to kind of fish for fans to go ahead and sign up and subscribe to that streaming service. But hey, I guess it's just how the ball rolls. So, anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.